Welcome to today's episode. My name is Brandy Shaver, and this is Benjamin Payne, and we are founders of Beach Boss Influencers. And today we're talking about how to automate your prospecting using LeadMagicX. And it's going to be an exciting episode because prospecting is painful for a lot of people that are doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So still remember when I was in building a network marketing team, I have to like add new friends. I have to build that relationship, add them to a friends list, making sure I'm keeping track of who they are, and also going into Messenger, kind of talk to them, see what the pain is, and also go to groups like to drop, a post and people will be reaching out. So, every day I'll be like talking to maybe like couple dozens or even hundreds of people to just get the volume in because not everyone is interested or ready for what we have to offer, like no matter if it's the product that we're selling or the business that we're building, right? um and then I was like getting burned out because I have a full-time job, at that time, and adding on the prospecting is just like I'm working all the time. Do you feel the same,
Yeah.
Randy?
Yeah, it was a lot for me too. Just like you said, the volume, right? And being taught to, it's a numbers game. And so you've got to talk to more people. And social media is a great tool. Don't get us wrong, right? It's a great tool to build your business. It's a great way to build a massive income using, social media. But it was the, like, people everywhere and the messages and, like, you couldn't remember what you said yesterday because you talked to so many people, and so, I don't know about you, I've even sent a copy and paste message and put the wrong name because I was trying to get so many people done, right? Get my daily mode of operation done so that I could get my stats in so that I could then recruit and rank advance and all of those things, so, yeah, we've got a way easier way of doing this than,
Yeah, yeah,
before.
absolutely. And I remember having this conversation with Brandy, talking about like how many people we're prospecting, and then it's just taking too much time. And of course, we are in marketing, and like there's so much you can do with marketing nowadays, like with all the software out there. And we were like, okay, can we? Brandy was asking me, can we build a software to automate that? And given that I have been a developer for over 10 years, I was like, "Yeah, sure. Of course we can do that."
Oh, he
And then
did.
yeah, and then we did. We look into it, and we have a lot of people interested in the beginning, and we have like a first version, and now like we are probably at like the 11th version of LeadMagicX, which have like a lot of features to automate prospecting. So we're gonna show it to you guys in this episode how those features work and how it can actually help save you time. So if you have been, let's say, spending a couple hours every single day to prospect, they might bring it down to like half an hour or even less. It depends on how you're doing it. And then I want to first start off with a screen share. And if you're listening to this episode, there should be a link in the notes section going back to a video post so that you can actually see what we're sharing on our screen. So I just added the screen to our video here. As you can see, with LeadMagicX, you can actually import all of your friends from Facebook. So all with just one button. So on the screen, on the top right hand side, I have import Facebook friends. So all we have to do is literally click on it. And inside LeadMagicX, there's a concept called funnel and a stage. So it just imagine, the same thing as Facebook friends list. So you're basically separating people into different lists so that you can keep track of them. So funnel and stage is exactly the same thing. So it's basically like a two-layer structure. You have like funnel, which is the top level, and then under funnel, like what stages are those people in. So in this case, I'm just gonna pick my friends funnel, and then so basically I'm adding everyone to the same stage.
And
Now
this
once
is
I
so
hit
exciting, Ben, because one
yeah,
click and we can add all the people to whatever funnel we want to add them to, and it's awesome. It makes it so much
exactly.
faster. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it will, pop up a new window and saying, it's adding all your friends. It's basically reading from your friends list. Uh, and in a few minutes, it depends on how many friends you have, it's gonna import everyone. So now on the screen, I have 2,000 friends, 2,076 76 friends. And it's just gonna take 1 to 2 minutes to import everyone. And now since I have them in LeadMagicX, I can do so much more, which I'm gonna mention later on. But now, okay, so we have, all your friends in LeadMagicX. Now, what can we do with them, right? So LeadMagicX is like a software for managing your contacts on Facebook. Now you have, all those contacts in LeadMagicX. The next thing you're gonna do is actually put them into a sensible like funnel and a stage. Let's say you're promoting your product, right? So I'm just gonna close this. So let's say you're promoting a product and you want to send, initiate a conversation with people that you think they qualifies. So
Mhm.
you can actually select multiple people in a stage. So let's say I have going into my friends funnel and I have 2,000 people. So of course you're not going to message 2,000 people with the same message, but let's say you have, you're going to go through them and see which one qualifies. Let's say I have, whatever number left. Let's say 500 people. Then you can actually schedule a message being sent out to them, and then you can, select multiple templates. So over here, just want to like kind of educate, network marketers if you're listening. We do not want people to spam, your friends
Yeah,
or
definitely not.
e-
Definitely not. This is about building
Mhm.
relationships, but faster.
Exactly. So what you can do with the templates is that we don't want you to send the same message over and over again. So that's why we allow you to actually select multiple templates. You can pick up to how many you want. So let's say you have 10 templates. All those messages are saying the same thing, but just worded differently. So
Mhm.
everyone basically are getting a different version of the message. And also it has their first name in there. So LeadMagicX
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
allow
Ben,
you
open
to,
open that real quick for people that are watching just so that they
yeah,
can see how
yeah,
you can put the first name in there. So you just use the at
hmm,
sign when you're building the message and it will pop down a down arrow and
yeah,
then you can pick first name or whatever. That's the way that you can build relationships faster is because, a lot of people get a copy and paste message, right? But
hmm,
they know it's a copy and paste message because it says, "Hey there," or "Hey friend," or, whatever. It's not personalized. So this is personalized. It makes it so much more effective when you're using it. So you can see here Ben sharing with you how to
yeah.
do that.
Absolutely. So once you have the first name, then Elite Magic will automatically find the first name and then put it into the message, and then you can go on with the remaining of the message.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, so and then you can create 10 of these, and then Elite Magics will basically rotate within all the templates so that you don't send out repeated messages all the time. Okay. So now next is once you have the template selected, there's also a time gap, right? Because imagine you are sending those messages out manually, then um, it doesn't make sense for you to send those messages every other second. It's not even physically
Yeah,
possible.
it's not even possible as a human being.
Right.
So,
So what we do is we added a time gap for you, meaning whenever we send out these automated messages, we will wait for a minute before sending the next one. So and also it's not exactly a minute; it's basically randomized. So meaning it's mimicking human behavior.
mhm.
So instead of uh just spamming, we are allowing you to customize your message. That's number one. Second is we don't send that often because as a human you don't send that often, so we are mimicking that as well. So once you set that up, LeadMagicX is going to go through all the contacts you have selected, randomly pick a template, and it's going to send it out, wait a minute, and then you're going to send out this next one, and then you basically just sit back and then wait for them to reply. So that is an amazing feature, like the core feature that we have. All of our users love it, and I bet like Brandy at the beginning also used it, and got a lot of results from it.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. Just not only in the time that it takes to do all the things, but just the organization. So instead of like having people fall through the cracks, I was really diligent about, okay, where's this person? What was the last message that I sent? And where do I need to, move them to? And what message do they need to get next? So it made me build a process for my business, which you guys all know if you have a downline or you want a downline, you need a process for duplication. When you're just like, oh, do this willy nilly, right? Like they don't know what you're talking about. But when you can actually share with them exactly how it works, what to say, how to make it more effective with them, and how to save time. And so they're not always staring at their screen, that they can actually, get in, get their work done, and then move on to what they need to be doing, whether that's a job or their family or whatever.
Hmm.
You get more duplication and your team gets more results, which is the main thing that we wanted out of this deal. So it's incredible.
Absolutely. And talking about like, getting more prospects into your funnel, like how we usually go to a group, right? We want to build that relationship, and let's say we are selling a health and nutritional product. We will pick a group that talks about health and nutrition, and then we want to get to know people in there, build that relationship. So usually we would go through a group and then kind of look at what are the people in there, and then we would send them a friend message, and then we'll basically connect them, and then go from there. So we also have a feature in LeadMagicX that allow you to read everyone in a group into LeadMagicX, so that you organize them into a funnel, and second, you can also send them messages automatically. Uh,
Yeah, which makes it incredible because if you're
yeah.
doing an event, let's say you're doing an event in your group, right? You've added everybody from your group into LeadMagicX. You're doing an event, you can quickly type up a couple different messages in the bulk messages and
Mhm.
send that out to thousands of people within, a few short hours before the event is happening. And Ben even added, Ben and the development team added where it can expire. So once the event starts, you just go in and you click the expire button and, it stops sending. So nobody's getting it after the
Yeah.
event has already started, which is really, really effective. Like you're reminding people, because let's be honest, everybody's busy, right? We live in this microwave society. It's like, what's in front of me right now? And sometimes we
Mhm.
forget what we're supposed to be doing or where we're supposed to be. So it's a really great way to keep people plugged in and build those relationships faster on social media.
Yeah, absolutely. And to show how it works, you basically go to, let's say this is the group that you manage. There will be an icon, which is Lead Magic's icon, showing up on the right hand side of the group name. Once you click on it, you can select Add Members to Funnel. It will pop up another window, which you will see on the screen right now. And then basically, it's the same thing. It will scan through the entire group, add everyone from the group into Lead Magic's. And from there on, then you can automate your prospecting. So pretty amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. My favorite.
Yeah, and talking about duplication, because this is all about simplifying the workflow, automate the prospecting effort, and then, okay, now you have a system, but then let's say you are bringing in teammates and they want to do the same thing. So how can they do exactly what you do without, kind of learning everything about Lead Magics, right? And setting everything up. We have like message templates and, all those things that you need to do when setting up Lead Magics. How can you speed that up, right? So we were thinking like, why don't we have a feature allowing anyone that uses Lead Magics to share their system. So first of all, of course, we have an affiliate program. So if you bring in anyone to use LeadMagicX, then you'll be paid 20% whenever whoever you referred paid us. So basically, it's an ongoing affiliate income for you. That's number one. Second is you can actually create something called campaign. So a campaign includes everything that is in your account, meaning it will include all the message templates that you have set up and also all the funnel structure. So let's say you want your team to focus on products, then you create a funnel that's called like product, and then you have different stages as I'm showing on the screen. Usually, we recommend people to have like let's say you're doing a challenge, right? So you have the first stage will be invited. So once you invited someone, you put them into the invited stage, and then the second is if they join a challenge, you put them into join challenge, and after that depends on what you want to do. Right here on the screen we have follow up on the sale. So now you're basically tracking where people are in the challenge, right? So when you teach a team to do it, there's no better way than them actually just importing what you have, right? Importing this funnel,
Right.
this
You get that
structure.
that true duplication and they just, follow the process. It's awesome.
Exactly. And then you can basically just share a code with them. And then, again, it's a one click import. They click on import campaign, put in the code, voila, they have your entire system. This doesn't, of course, this doesn't expose any of your friends list or any, sensitive information. It's just basically cloning your structure, your system, so that they have the same setup. And instead of spending a week to set it up when someone join your team, it's probably gonna be just an hour. Click on a button, importing all the friends, and they're good. Good to go.
Yeah, the other thing that's really cool about that is I know when you enroll somebody new, right? There's so many things that they need to learn or that you need to teach them that
Hmm.
sometimes they get overwhelmed with some of this tech stuff. And this makes it super simple for them. So they can just, instantly pull in their friends and start the process. And you have a whole new person and a whole new network to, help that person work through. So it's an awesome way to grow your business.
Yeah, and I think lastly, it'll be definitely the birthday strategy that we have here, because I think as network marketers, we know when to re-engage with someone, right? The best time is when they have a birthday, right? So you congratulate them, and then you have a conversation starter, and then you go from there. Like you haven't probably talked to them for a year, and now when they have a birthday, after you say happy birthday, how they celebrate the birthday, you can probably kind of check on them and see where they are at their work. Are they happy? Are they looking for something on the side? Uh, and then that's how you prospect, right? But how do you keep track of like who has a birthday? Like let's say you're not on your phone all the time and then you might have missed it. So lead metrics allow you to actually just simply set up, you can turn on the birthday strategy, pick the funnel stage, and then the birthday message template. Right here I have two, and then set a delivery time. So meaning at what time of the day do you want to send out the birthday message? So let's say you pick something sensible, which is, let's say everyone gets off at work at 6, so you would pick 6, and then you hit OK. So every day, 6 o'clock, it's gonna scan your Facebook friends list and see who has a birthday today, and it's gonna send out the happy birthday message. So, quick example, like I have been turning this on for a while, and every day I'm like getting people thanking me. I'm like,
You're
I
like,
don't
this
even
is awesome.
like where's this person coming from? And I was like, oh yeah, this is a person that I worked with like 7 years ago. uh and I was like, oh yeah, it was I forgot about him, for a very long time, because we wasn't in touch. But then Lead Magic brought that person back because I
Mhm.
said happy birthday automatically through Lead Magic. So that is a great kind of re-engagement tool. Like you have all these friends in your account. How do you start a conversation without being awkward,
Yeah,
without
and
being
Ben, that's
sassy?
really cool because, like
Hmm.
7 years ago, you're working with this guy, right? Like, if you were still actively enrolling in network marketing now, then you could be like, "Hey, just, hope you had a great day," or whatever your message said, and he's like, "Thank you," and then just say, "It'd be great to catch up. What are you up to in business these days?" Right? Like, just
Yeah.
straight up ask him a question and then see where it leads. Like, what is he up to? Is he open to doing network marketing? Are there things that's happening in his life? I mean, that's the thing. We get so busy doing, I don't know what, that we forget the relationship part, right?
Yeah.
And that's what network marketing is about. That's why we built Lead Magics, is to make those conversations, those things to be easier, take less time, and be organized. Because when you're dropping people all over the place, I had a lady, just as an example, I had a lady that wanted to join my team and she was a really big leader in another company. And I was like in active enroll. Like I was like in like, go status, right? And this
Hmm.
was before I had Lead Magics and we weren't friends like connected on Facebook and so her message ended up in my other box
Hmm.
and I didn't see it. So she thought I was ignoring her. She ended up not joining me and my team, but that would have been like, it could have been like a multi-million dollar leg because of that or unorganized that I was, right? Because I didn't
Yeah.
have the tool to keep me in the process. So Yeah,
Mhm.
it's been incredible. So if you don't have it, I would definitely recommend getting LeadMagicX and getting it plugged in, learning how to work it, and going for it because it's been a game changer for us and all of our students and our teams. So it's been incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those that want more information about this software, go to leadmagix.com, LeadMagicX.com. And then you can learn more information there. And then you can also, look into different features we have and kind of go over like everything that we talk about today and how it can actually help your team to grow faster because it's all about how you can set up a system that works for your team and then it's going to duplicate 10 times faster.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, Ben, with that, is there anything else you want to share?
No, I think that's it. Like, go to leadmagix.com, check it out, and reach out to our support if you have any questions. And we'll hope to see you in our community.
Awesome. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.